We heard almost unanimous condemnation of Russia's actions in Ukraine from the United Nations Security Council members at this emergency meeting, which lasted about an hour and a half. The US ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, said that Russia's order to deploy what it calls peacekeepers in eastern Ukraine is nonsense. She said that Putin is testing the international system, seeing just how far he can push us all, and that he wants to demonstrate through force that he can make a farce of the UN. She added that the US will impose more sanctions on Russia on Tuesday. The UN's political chief, Rosemary DiCarlo, told the Council that the next hours and days will be critical and that the risk of major conflict is real. She also said that the United Nations regretted Russia's order to deploy troops in eastern Ukraine on a reported peacekeeping mission. France's ambassador Nicolas de Rivière lamented the fact that Russia's choosing the path of confrontation despite incessant efforts for diplomacy, notably by Macron, and the British ambassador Barbara Woodward emphasised the fact that this conflict would have a terrible impact on civilians and that those who would suffer the most would be women and children, and she urged Russia to step back from the brink. China kept its address short, calling for restraint and explaining that the situation in Ukraine is complex. Russia's ambassador Vasily Nebenzia accused UN Security Council members of being emotional, and he said that eastern Ukraine had been on the brink of a new Ukrainian military adventure, that Russia had to intervene there to stop a bloodbath from happening in the region. And he accused Western powers, led by the US, of making the situation worse. But perhaps the most powerful analysis of the situation came from Kenya's ambassador, who said multilateralism lies on its deathbed tonight.